Improv separately together. I'm your host, Philip Whiting, and I got a special guest today. Her name, Jen! Woo! Old Arsenio Hall stuff. Thank you for coming on the show today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Would you like to tell the audience about yourself, please?
Yes. Hi, my name is Jen Bianchi, and I am an improviser, teacher, producer for the People's Improv Theater, which we call the Pit, in Chapel Hill. So I'm also a member of the Land Mermaids, which is an all-female improv troupe out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And because I love my home state, I'm also a member of Now Are the Foxes in Charlotte, North Carolina. Big shows that you can see right now in an era of COVID. Every Saturday, we do Holly Pitch Squares, which is the only celebrity impression trivia tic-tac-toe, I know how to say things, game that I know of on the internet right now.
That's the only one I know of, too. I actually caught a little bit of last week's episode. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting with people, improvisers and non-improvisers, to see how they're doing during this whole time. I know things are a little bit different now than they were weeks ago, but we're still checking in, seeing how people are doing. And I hear you brought a friend with you that we'll be able to talk to after we're done with you. Correct?
Yes, Elaine Dufresne.
Oh,
Elaine Dufresne will be coming on later.
This is the first time we've got the name up front. I love it. Just going to ask you about 4 or 5 questions. If you're ready to jump into it, we'll knock it out.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the whole virus thing is still going on. It hasn't gone away. Think about back in January. Now what has changed from the day-to-day process from then?
Life is extremely different, especially after 5 p.m. So I'm very fortunate that I have a job where I work from home, as does my husband, so that wasn't a problem anyway. But every night I had classes or teams that I was coaching or shows. And when I say that, I mean every single night except for Sunday. I always have improv stuff going on. Like, it's my second job. So that's been the biggest adjustment, is not being around people I love. Right. Our child is here. I am a stepmom. Atticus is my stepson, and he's here a lot of the time. And so we're just staying at home as best as we can.
Well, so at least the work aspect didn't change much for you, but that feeling of the improv community has changed a lot.
Yes, that has been the biggest change, is not seeing all of my students, all of my teammates. I am an extremely extroverted person, so this has been hard.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling. So everybody is home a lot more than normal. What do you like about that?
I've become a gardener. I am I grew up at the beach in Emerald Isle, North Carolina, and you can garden when the soil is sand. So I have had so much fun playing in the dirt. I'm growing sunflowers and cucumbers and basil and rosemary and begonias and like a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm having the most fun with it. Every day I go out and like check on my flowers, and I pick off the little snails, and I walk them to the middle of the little field we have and like get rid of them, and I'm having so much fun with it.
Nice. I did not start a garden.
That, and I don't know if you're having this problem, but I'm having a huge problem focusing. And the only thing I can really focus on is paint by number, and I've become addicted to it. I just painted the Mona Lisa. Oh. I've got 2 more Van Goghs to do. Like, I listen to jazz or like a book that I've already listened to, so I don't have to really focus on it. And I just sit there and paint, and it is given me such a reprieve from the stress of everything. Because you've really got to focus on it. I'm not artistic, and this is the closest I've ever gotten. And it is like a vacation from my brain. and I cannot whoop whoop it enough. Get some paint by number. It's amazing.
Yeah, my wife just bought what do you call adult coloring books. That's not dirty, and ordered pencils and she's coloring. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, a friend of mine. So it's funny that we talked about this, but I broke my leg and I was in bed for like 2 months, toes above nose. And a friend of mine got me a adult coloring book that was coloring curse words. And oh man, that was so much fun because you could just color. My favorite said cunt muffin. And I just love that insult. I don't know if we can cuss on here, but I just did. And it was a cute little muffin that I colored and sent to her.
Okay, so this is more just grown up coloring books, not adult dirty or anything like that she bought.
It was curse words and it was the best.
I know. I was just saying the difference between what my wife bought and what you were coloring. That's all I was putting out. Okay, so on the same note of the last question, what do you dislike about being home so much?
I mean, I'm really lucky that my husband's my best friend and we're super awesome. I don't know. I think like not doing improv. And I'm doing it on Zoom, and I'm really thankful that there are people out there who want to do it because it's different. It's different. But man, not hearing the audience react. I think I miss that the most. Any improviser who is worth their weight in gold knows that we feed off of the energy of the crowd. And I would give anything for even like a groan when someone says something like a pun and everyone's like, oh, like I would love to hear that. I'd love to hear clapping, laughter. It just gives me so much energy. And I miss, because you don't have that on the Zoom calls. You have your fellow actors, but I miss the sound of an audience so much.
Definitely. It's like when you are in a scene and someone says something and you're like, oh, bah, 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 and it's supposed to be hilarious and then nothing. It's constantly that.
There's crickets too. I don't miss that as much.
But I'm saying that's how it is on Zoom. It's like constantly crickets.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if this is hitting or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you miss more than anything?
Aside from what I just said?
Sure.
I mean, my people. So at the end of the month, it's my 40th birthday. 40. And I was
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, I'm old. But I was planning this really big party, like 200 people party, and
whoa.
That's not going to happen. So I've decided not to turn 40 until I can have a party.
Well, you're still going to turn 40.
You shut your face. I refuse to acknowledge that.
I'm going to be 44 July 3rd, so our birthdays are close.
Yay, we're cancers!
The good kind.
The crab.
All right, so the last question in the series of questions has changed because things are opening up. What is it that you feel safe to go out and do?
So I live in a really nice community. There's like, I don't know, a couple hundred houses, but we have this really amazing saltwater pool that I walk by every day. I grew up at the beach. I want to be in water. I am a water creature. Last year, my husband Adam and I woke up every morning and did like water aerobics because we're embracing that we're ancient. And I loved it so much. And I have to walk by that pool every day. And I've read all of the science about how it's not a water-based because it's a respiratory disease. And like, no one ever uses the pool in our community anyway, and I'm so ready for it to open up. Like, they finally put out chairs and stuff. I think they're waiting for North Carolina to move into phase 3, which who knows when that's going to be.
Right.
We've not met the requirements, and especially right now, I know you said we're not going to talk about the political climate, but there's a lot of protests right now, which totally understand. People have got to get out there and support and speak their minds and for change. I get it,
Yeah.
but I think that that's also going to push back
Right.
phase 3,
Right.
which, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think that my want to go to the pool is definitely nowhere near the need for people to speak out about social injustice.
Right. Right. No, I completely agree with you on that. Like I said earlier, I can't put the right words in my head of what I want to say, so I just shared the same video with the little white boy and black boy that go and they hug each other, and I said that's how the world should be, and that's how I feel. I feel everyone should get along. There's no reason to hate someone because of what they look like. So
hate is a learned behavior.
And now that we've got into the part we weren't going to talk about,
I'm so sorry.
No, we're good. I'm not mad at you. But I do need to meet your friend. What was her name? What was her name again?
Her name is Elaine Dufresne.
All right, so you go ahead and get Elaine, and then I'll do a re-intro, and we'll see how long this takes.
All right, give me just one moment.
She's gonna take a moment to get Elaine together. This may have to get edited again. I don't know. All right, she went to go get her friend. Let's meet her friend right now, Elaine. She's almost ready, guys.
Yes?
Why, hello there.
Hello?
My name is Philip. How are you?
Oh, I suppose I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking.
So did Jen let you know what was going on today?
Oh, she never tells me anything.
Okay, so what's going on is I'm just checking in on people and seeing how they're doing with everything that's been going on.
I don't watch the news.
Well,
I don't know what's going on.
Well, I don't mean the news, but you know about the coronavirus and that's been going on, right?
Oh, I don't drink beer. I only enjoy wine and a little bit of vermouth from time to time.
Well, how about the COVID-19 virus?
Virus? Oh, on my computer. Yes. My computer has viruses all the time, and I have my grandson look at it, and then it's just like, oh, Mama, you've just got to restart it.
Oh, okay. So, okay, let's ask you a few other questions then. So, think about back in January, you were allowed to do whatever you want, right?
I'm always allowed to do whatever I want.
So nothing's changed in your daily routine since February or so?
Well, I wake up in the morning, I have a little bit of juice and some yogurt, and then for lunch I start drinking martinis, and then for dinner I have wine.
Oh, nice. So, are you always a homebody, or do you like to go out?
Oh, I haven't left the house in 15 years.
Oh, okay. So what is your favorite thing about being home? I mean...
Oh, I don't have to deal with people.
Oh, but you agreed to come and deal with me today.
Oh, I was told that this was an interview about me, and I like anything that has to do with me.
Oh, okay. So in 15 years of being in the house, is there anything outside the house that you are missing?
There are things outside of my house?
No, like going to a certain restaurant, going out and seeing a show. Do you miss any of that kind of stuff in the last 15 years?
Whatever's important comes to me. Bridge club comes to me. The restaurants come to me.
Okay.
They've invented DoorDash.
Yes.
So that people will dash away from my door.
Just drop it off and run, huh?
Yes. Apparently, no one wants to be around my dogs.
Oh. What kind of dogs do you have?
I've got 14 Dobermans.
Are they there to protect, or are they just strictly pets?
Isn't everything that's not me a pet?
I guess so. So are the dogs aggressive, or are they just
only if you're not me.
Oh, so I won't come over. I won't drop off any food. I like dogs, but they have to like me back, or it's not gonna happen.
No. They enjoy dinner time, and they enjoy when I read to them.
Oh, what kind of things would you read?
I read all of the Winnie Pooh stories.
Oh.
Christopher Robin, Tigger, other characters.
And that's their book of choice.
Yes. It's the one they haven't destroyed.
Oh.
They've chewed up all of my Encyclopedia Britannicas.
Yeah, those are kind of boring to be read to.
Well, you've got to learn sometimes.
That is true. If you had to leave the house, now you don't have to, but if you ever did, what would be the reason for that?
Jewelry.
Oh, so you really want like your jewelry? I mean, I see your necklaces. It's very, very lovely.
Well, when you pressure coal, it turns into a pearl. So these show that I've got so much pressure I'm done with.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, so if there was one person in the entire world that could get you to leave your house so you would go see them, who might that be?
Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, from a certain decade or just any time?
He was my favorite Bond. Yes. I find him incredibly sophisticated and delightful, and yes, I'd do anything for Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, nice. That's a good choice. I like him.
Remington Steele.
Okay, so you say you order all your food. What is your favorite place to order from?
Oh, the ABC store.
Perfect. I like that. Do you have any other family members that stay with you, or are they all?
My grandson comes over and he tells me how much things cost, and then I give him money. I cannot believe a loaf of bread is $17. It's insane.
That is insane.
2 liter of soda being $35. Oh, this government has taken advantage of older people.
So, I take it you have loads of money then?
I have a dollar or two.
Because I'm only asking because does your grandson work for the government?
Oh no! But he's a lovely lad.
Because he's taking advantage of you too.
Oh, Leroy Dufresne would never.
A loaf of bread is only maybe $2.
Oh, are you shopping at Holy Foods? Because it's very limited. Only godly people shop at Holy Foods.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm just mixing up the shopping where I shop and he shops.
Yes.
I'm
Holy
sorry.
Foods is special because you have to have an invitation to shop there.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk bad about your grandson.
Don't talk bad about Leroy Dufresne.
Leroy, it must be a good boy then.
He's better than good. He's great.
Awesome. Do you ever go outside in the backyard and do anything?
I have a large estate, and I walk through the mazes, and that's about it. I go to the duck pond, feed the quacks.
Oh, that sounds lovely. So, I mean, you keep yourself busy. I mean, let your days go by and get that DoorDash when it shows up.
Although most of my friends have not come over as of late, and I can't figure out what I've done to upset them, but they're all like, no, we can't go see you, and it's very rude. I've invited people over for tea, for lunch, mainly martinis. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. But no one wants to come over, and it's quite rude.
Well, there's a virus going out.
Again, computers can be fixed by my grandson.
No, a human virus.
Oh, I've seen the memes. We are the virus. Nature is healing. Blah blah blah.
Well, it's a virus that is moving very quickly. It's you can catch it really easily if you're around the right people. So they're just trying to keep you safe. They are not trying to be rude. I promise you.
Agree to disagree.
Okay, well, I guess we will disagree. But since you're staying home, I'm glad that you're staying safe.
Sure.
Well, I mean, you're not out there around other people, so you don't have to.
Oh, no.
You don't have to use the whole 6 feet social distancing and all that.
The 6 feet? As an under? No. I'm young and spry. I won't die anytime soon.
Perfect. Okay, so that's really all I had for you today. Is there anything that you would like to talk about or tell the audience while you're here?
Well, my friend Jen, who comes over occasionally to help me with my hair, she said follow her on Instagram and Twitter. It's Newsome Y'all. Which way does this go?
Right there.
At Newsome Y'all. So follow her on Twitter, on Instagram.
Newsome Y'all. All right.
Also, she works for The Pit, Chapel Hill, and every Saturday at 8 o'clock they have a show, and there's another show every Thursday at 8 o'clock. I believe this week they're taking a week off, but moving forward, every Thursday and Saturday at 8 p.m.
Awesome. Okay, well, you heard it first. Go ahead and bring Jim back, and we'll finish out this show. Thank you again for coming on.
Oh, fine. Oh, it's Martini o'clock.
Well, that was a character. She was fun. I'm glad she came on. Now we'll see how long it takes Jen to come back. She's back. Yes.
Hi.
Well, welcome back. That was fun. Nice friend you got there.
Oh no, she's the worst.
I was being polite. Well, that's all I really have for today. I want to say thank you for coming on the show. Is there anything that you would like to say before we go? Anyone you want to give a shout out to, or anything like that?
Shout outs to everyone. I forgot to promote a very important thing that a friend of yours and I do with Ben Burris. It's called Isolation Conversations. It's a podcast where we interview people about what it's like living in COVID. We will not be interviewing Elaine Dufresne. But yeah, so every Thursday and Saturday at 8 o'clock, the Pit Chapel Hill, it's thepit-chapelhill.com, or you can go to Facebook /Pit Chapel Hill. We have shows, and then check out Now Are the Foxes or Queen City Comedy, because I've got shows with them as well.
Is that all?
Yeah.
All right, we'll finish this out. Hey guys, thank you for watching this week's show. That's all we have this week. Remember, when you're out there, be nice. Say thanks to everyone who worked through this whole thing to provide you with stuff on the shelf so you can buy it. And remember to give a shout out to all the doctors and everyone else in the healthcare system that is fighting this thing head on. And also, we're adding this now. Make sure you show love to everyone, because no one deserves the hate. All right, see you guys next week. Peace.